Hey guys, how's it going? I'm back with another video. I wanted to make a video today about, in my opinion, a very underrated band that I've been getting into a lot lately. I've known about these guys for probably a little over a year. Um, and it's actually very different than the stuff that I normally cover on this channel. You know, I normally cover rock and metalcore and just, you know, stuff like that. But this is actually a British pop punk band. Now, I like some pop punk. I mean, all of it doesn't really excite me too much. But I think these guys are severely underrated, and they're a band from England called As It Is. They're not that well known. They have a couple of albums out already. One of their albums came out in 2015, I think, and it was called Never Happy Ever After, which I think is a pretty creative title, and you guys all know that I'm a sucker for creative titles, and that's no exception. It was a pretty good album. It was mostly about relationships and stuff like that. But then in 2017, their sophomore album, their second album, OK, which, yeah, that's the standard name of it, came out, and I thought that it was a little bit better than Never Happy Ever After, because I felt like it was more mature. It focused a lot on, you know, deeper issues than just relationships. I mean, it focused on relationships a little bit, but it mostly focused on the idea of mental health and just really coming to terms with a lot of different things, not just mental health wise, but about a loved one being really sick and just about divorce. They covered a wide variety of topics in that album. Well, surprisingly enough, and I just found this out the other day, As It Is, even though their last album, OK, has only been out for a little over a year, they're coming out with another album on August 10th of this year, and it's called The Great Depression. Now, I'm pumped for this. They just released a single called The Wounded World. I mean, some of the there's one line that gets repeated quite a lot, but I understand why they did it, and it's the line that says, "We're all to blame for the wounded world." That gets repeated every couple seconds in this song. So if you go to listen to it, just be aware of that. But I think I understand why they did it, is because they really want people to wake up and see what's really going on. And I love the album title, The Great Depression. A lot of people will probably think, oh, it's about the Great Depression back in 1929. Well, it's not. It's about, I'm trying to remember how they worded it. It's a concept album, and that's another thing I love. Not only do I love creative titles and stuff like that, but I also love concept albums. I love albums that tell a story or have a character throughout the whole way through. And the Great Depression is going to be about how we as a society, we romanticize depression, and we don't really talk about the solutions to mental health and stuff like that. It's not trying to actually answer or find a solution for mental health. It's to bring awareness to the idea of mental health as a whole. And I'm totally on board for that. I think it's going to be a really fantastic pop punk album. I wouldn't expect anything too heavy. I mean, it's pop punk, but I'm on board for anything that has a really good story behind it. And I honestly think that this is going to deliver. I mean, As It Is, I think that they're severely underrated. If you pop punk may not be your thing, and it's not really my thing either, but there are exceptions. And excuse me, I still haven't got rid of this damn cough. Excuse my language, but yeah, I think As It Is severely underrated as a pop punk artist. Like I said, it's called The Great Depression. It comes out August 10th. I've already pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered it earlier today. I got a bundle. It's going to come with like a t-shirt and a whole bunch of other stuff, which I'm really looking forward to. And if I can, I just want to bring up the track listing for this album really quick, because I really like some of the titles. I think they're going to be really interesting. Let's see. And every song starts with the word "the," which I think is pretty cool, but that's nitpicking. Okay, track number 1, the title track, The Great Depression. Number 2, The Wounded World, which is the single they just released. Number 3, The Fire, The Dark. Sounds interesting. Number 4, The Stigma, and then in parentheses beside it, Boys Don't Cry. That sticks out to me. Number 5, The Handwritten Letter. Number 6, The Question, The Answer. Number 7, The Reaper. Oh, I forgot to mention, there's 12 tracks in total. I forgot to point that out. Number 7, The Reaper. Number 8, The Two Tongues, parentheses, Screaming Salvation. That's interesting. 9, The Truth I'll Never Tell. I have a feeling that The Truth I'll Never Tell is going to be one of the best songs on the whole album. I really do. Number 10, The Haunting. Number 11, The Hurt, The Hope. And number 12, The End. I think that those are really intriguing and interesting song titles, and I can't wait to see what As It Is has to offer. I think, besides Ember by Breaking Benjamin, this is probably my next most anticipated release of the year. It really is. Just because of what I think and what I'm hoping it's going to be about. I expect the typical pop-punk sound that we're used to, something like bands like, I'm trying to think of a pop-punk band. I don't really listen to pop-punk that much, so it's kind of difficult to come up with some examples. It kind of sounds like, I don't know, I guess old school Fall Out Boy. I don't know. I don't even know if they're considered pop punk, but maybe a little Fall Out Boy mixed with I'll just leave it at Fall Out Boy. At least that's what I take from it. I mean, you guys may hear something different when you listen to them, but that's my take. Not necessarily the vocals, but just the style that they implicated when Fall Out Boy first came on the scene back in the 2000s. That's the feel, that's the vibe that I get, and I think that this album is going to be really good, and I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. Are you guys familiar with this band? Do you even like pop punk at all? Judging by my subscribers, probably not that many of you are into pop punk, and like I said, I'm not either, really. But this band has really caught my attention over the last year or so. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. Are you familiar with As It Is? What do you think of them? Do you think that this is an album and a concept that you would like? Comment down below. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.